Hey guys, Brantley here again, 30 Minute Fisherman. Guys, one quick thing, always remember in life, no matter how bad it gets, no matter, how tough a day we're having, because I'm having some tough ones here lately, but such is life, just remember God is always with us. Now, guys, all the time I'm looking at videos, reading magazines. I'm a student in the game, probably like a lot of y'all. Hopefully that's why you're watching this video. Try to learn something. And, I like to definitely try to give people knowledge and teach people different things. I love doing that. But also, like I said, guys, I watch a lot of videos myself on YouTube, all this different things. And, like I said, and read, magazines, your Bassmaster Magazine, Bass Magazine, Bass Angler Magazine, whatever, and Fisherman. Read all of them through the years. And a lot of times there's great information there. And I have learned lots of different techniques and ways to do things through the years, of course. But sometimes I see things that I'm just like, man, that is so not right. And I saw something earlier this week that I wholeheartedly disagree with. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about and give you a couple tips. And, the video that I saw was talking about these guys right here. Hollow body frog, okay? This one here is one from Academy Sports and their H2O brand. And it's actually a decent frog. I mean, again, it's kind of a generic frog, but not a bad frog, okay? And here's another one. Same thing. H2O brand, just a little different profile. Got a little bit longer nose there on it. Actually, this one walks a little bit better than the other one. Then here's one made by Matsuo. Got kind of like a little popping mouth on it. And you see it's just a pretty good size frog. Then here's a Booyah Pad Crasher. But this is the popping Pad Crasher. Great bait. And then I got two Spro bronze eye popping frogs here. Okay, there we go. Now, the video that I saw earlier this week, guys, it was talking about on these hollow body frogs. Okay, it said plain and simple, take them out in the package, flip them over like this. On this one, that's why I'm using this one so you guys can see. It said, flip them over just like this, and the skirts, wherever they meet the head, all the way down here, cut them off right there. And that frog is going to walk and blah, 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 blah. Again, guys, you see where I have the legs cut on this frog. It's way past the head, okay? And, if you look, one of these legs is probably a little bit longer than the other one, okay? Now, that's what I have a problem with, is somebody sitting there telling somebody, hey, take your frog out the package, flip it over like this, boom, and cut the legs, and it's going to walk, and, you're going to catch all these fish on it, and it's going to walk. No, guys, that's totally false. Now listen to me. There is an advantage to cutting the legs, okay? And there's an advantage to taking these hooks and bending them up a little bit. Sometimes bending them out. You have to be careful because you don't want to break them, obviously. But, bend them out a little bit, bend them up. So you get a little more, better hookups, okay? But again, as far as hookups on a frog, I've talked about this before and I'll say it again. Whenever you get a blow up on a frog, whenever you get a bass that hits that frog, wait for the line to move. Be a line watcher. If you see that line move, that line is moving because the fish has that bait in its mouth and it is running away with it, okay? Reel down, catch up that slack, pop it to him, Reel down, boom, fire into him. Or, wait till your tip loads up. Wait till that rod moves, then set the hook. If you do that, you're going to miss very few fish on this bait and a lot of other baits. Because, if that fish is pulling, got his mouth on it, you jerk back, and you set the hook, you're going to put one of these big old hooks in him, okay? And those are not little hooks, okay? And again, always on a frog, you should be fishing braided line. I personally, if I'm fishing per se, open water, lay downs, sparse vegetation, I would say thin vegetation, lily pads if they're not really clumped up. I start out at 30-pound tests. Okay, I usually use the Seaguar Smackdown braid, but 30-pound test, and then go all the way up to 50. I usually don't go above 50. I mean, I know guys say 65. I've heard guys say 80-pound test. To me, that's overkill. But again, I get it. A lot of those guys also are fishing for a living. They're fishing tournaments. I don't do that. If I was fishing for $100,000, yeah, I might bump up to 65 or 80-pound braid because I don't want any reason to lose a bass, at all. So that's just that. But what I will say, guys, is pretty much any bait, okay, that you fish with, okay. Let's say crankbaits, top waters. There's myriad of lures out there, okay. All these baits, what you should do is tie them on, throw them in a swimming pool if you have access to a swimming pool. If you don't have access to a swimming pool, a little local pond is, there's lots of city parks with ponds. There may not even be that much fish in there. Don't worry about that. But take your lure and test it. Take your frog out of the package, throw it out there. Start working it. See if it'll walk the dog. Okay? See if it'll walk. Maybe it'll walk right out of the package. Maybe you don't need to cut the tails. Maybe you don't need to do nothing. But you're never going to know until you tie it on your line and cast it out there. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I've done it. And right here, this is the Jackall Iobi frog, okay? Now, yes, this is a very expensive frog. This frog is, $15, I think, okay? It's very expensive, but, straight out of the package. This is brand spanking new. Look how long the legs are on this thing. And I can I'm not going to guarantee you, but I'm about probably 80%, 80 to 85% sure that I don't need to cut the legs on this frog. And if I tie it on my line and cast it out and get to working it, see how this thing is almost like a boat keel shape here? That's one design of this frog. See how it kind of turns up? This frog is designed to walk. That's what it is designed to do. So, I've taken plenty of these out of the package, straight out of the package, guys, and caught plenty of fish on them with these great long legs sticking off of them. And they come right out of the package and they walk. Boop, 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 boop. Okay? Now, but listen to what I'm saying. Take your lure out the package, tie it on, cast it out, and see what it does before you start going nuts and trimming the legs, okay? Because yes, on some of these frogs, it definitely makes a difference. Now, something else as far as, getting a frog to walk. Get you some popping frogs. On a straight pull, they'll pop. All of them will pop. Again, this is the Spro. This is not a cheap frog and not the most expensive one, but this is, actually, this one is real good, the Booyah Pad Crusher. And actually on this one, I've cut the skirts all the way off, and to be completely honest with you, the skirts just kind of got, probably put it in the box wet, shouldn't have, and the legs just kind of got all gunked up, sticking to each other. Couldn't really straighten them out, so I just cut them off, okay? But so that wasn't really anything on purpose, but this will still pop and it'll still walk, okay? But my point is, you can tell I did cut the legs on both of these frogs. This one's a little bit longer than this one, if you look. And if you look, one leg is shorter than the other one. A lot of times that'll make them walk. But again, hear me out. Throw the lure out, see how it's walking, and then, cut, a half inch off. Or maybe the first thing I like to do a lot of times is even straight out of package, just cut one a little bit shorter than the other one. See if that causes it to walk better. And you'd be surprised sometimes, guys. Sometimes you might cut one a little bit shorter than the other one and it'll work fine. sometimes you may have to keep shortening it up. But, you know, again, guys, these are frogs that I pull right out of the box and fish with, you know, and I've already tested these. You know, the legs are shorter on this one than they are on this one. You know, this guy has no legs on it, okay? I mean, these two frogs will walk. This, again, is the better one. It's designed to do it. But the legs are a little bit different length on both of these. Not much. Probably a little bit of a slight variance. But that's my point. I don't think there is a hardcore rule of thumb that says, oh, one leg needs to be this length and the other leg needs to be that length and da-da-da-da-da. No. Like I always say, guys, keep it simple. You know, that's what I believe in life. That's what I believe in fishing, is the old KISS principle, or, you know, KISS, okay? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple, silly. Okay? Boom. That's it. You know, sometimes we overthink and all this stuff. And listen, you're supposed to be out on the water, enjoying yourself, having fun, you know, enjoying the great outdoors that the Lord has given us. There you go. I mean, if you're going to be sitting out there thinking, well, you know, I got to take that frog and I got to cut this much off the leg. Listen, like I said, throw it out there, bring it in, see how it looks. And also, you know, guys, you know, cut it to your preference, okay? Again, what I like is what I like. You might find that something else works better for you. Because, I mean, again, on this Iobi frog, you know, I know a lot of guys I fish with, they don't like having these long legs on there, and they will cut them shorter, and it still walks for them. But they say, you know, they feel like they miss a lot of fish because the fish comes up and grabs at these tails. I mean, I can see that. Again, my experience hasn't really been that much of an issue for me. I'm just saying, yeah, you know, so just a lot of times, again, it's trial and error. You know, you got to figure out what you like. You got to figure out what you want. But anyway, guys, that was just a little quick tip I wanted to give you on these frogs. But, you know, get out here, fish all these guys. You know, if you can get you some of these Jackall Iobi frogs, I highly recommend it. Again, this Booyah Pad Crasher, the Poppin' Pad Crasher, great bait. The Spro here, even these baits from Academy, very inexpensive, and they work. You know, this frog here from Matsuo. You know, it's like I said, it's not a real big pop on it, but it will pop, and you can get a little bit of walk out of it. But again, I've caught a lot of fish on this frog, and I can't remember how much this thing was, but it was really inexpensive. So there you go, guys. Like I said, you know, just tie your lures on, throw them out there, see how it looks to you. I mean, if it looks like it'll catch a fish, if it's got the movement you think it needs to have, because it's all about confidence too in what you're doing. If you have confidence that this bait is doing what you want it to, if you have confidence that that bait is going to catch a fish, guess what? You're going to catch some fish on it. Because when you have that confidence, when you have that mental, that mindset that, hey, this is going to work, you know, per se a positive mindset, and that confidence that you're positive, this is going to work. You know, I'm going to do this and it's going to work. Guess what? Eventually it's going to work. It will work, because that's just the way it is, guys. Because you're going to fish that lure differently. You know, because you've got that mindset. But anyway, guys, again, it's Fishing Friday. Get out here and fish. I wish I was, but unfortunately, I'm still working. So, anyway, get out here and enjoy this great outdoors that the Lord has given us. Hit that like button down at the bottom. Give me that little thumbs up, you know. Again, I like seeing it, and I think YouTube likes seeing it. I don't know. The YouTube robots, they do something with it, or I don't know, something like that. Anyway, and guys, if you're already not a subscriber, please subscribe. I'm about to have the first giveaway at the end of this month with all my subscribers I have. And again, guys, too, for all my subscribers who are subscribed, guys, thank you so much for subscribing. And it's unbelievable to me that I've been doing this for, I think, about a month. And I've already got over 100 subscribers. So Guys, thanks. And again, down there in the comments, guys, if y'all want to see me talk about anything, do anything, let me know. You know, I love that stuff. I mean, if you guys got some ideals or want me to talk about something, believe me, guys, that's what I'm here to do, spread knowledge. But anyway, again, guys, hit the like button down at the bottom. If you're not a subscriber already, subscribe. Got the free lure giveaway at the end of the month, that big box of lures in my garage. Reach in there and grab out whatever, and, you know, one lucky person's going to get it. And, you know, tight lines, God bless, and I'm out, guys.